Welcome to Wrinkles Society of Hope. My name is Summer Carter and I am founder of Wrinkles. Today you will hear a motivational story from a woman that had to press through her wrinkles in order to become the dynamic jewel that she is today. I would love to do an interview with you, so hit me up so we can do an interview together. But in the meantime, continue to follow, subscribe, and share this channel. Hit that notification bell so that you can hear the amazing stories that come from the women's of Wrinkles. I am so happy you came today, and I cannot wait to hear from you soon. Hello, Wrinkles family. I am back. I'm so excited. I have this amazing, beautiful flower right in front of me. We met way back a few years ago. 10 plus maybe years ago, and now she has agreed to come and share with the Wrinkles family. So I'm gonna have her introduce herself to you all.
Hi, my name is China. My name is China Howard, and I am a registered nurse and mom of two, and I currently live in the Chicagoland area.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming, sis. Especially we met here in Arizona. I got to come to Chicago. She used to hook me up, braid my hair. Do you still braid hair sometimes?
I braid my daughter's hair, but not often. Not really. But yes.
Yeah, she's had me looking nice.
Thank you.
How long you been a registered nurse?
So I've been a nurse. What is it? It'll be 9 years. 9? Yes, 9 years. But I started off my career in trauma, a trauma nurse. That's initially why I moved to Chicago. I wanted to take advantage of just the training that Chicago has to offer when it comes to trauma. So I did obtain that. I trauma nurse and then ICU, critical care. That's my specialty. That's where my heart is.
And as you see, as everyone can see, you don't have a wrinkle spot of aging on your young face. We both have 15-year-olds right now.
Yes.
That's something we also have in common. So if you would have a physical change one day, how do you think you would feel about that?
So honestly, just being totally transparent. So I have had changes in my body, actually just mentally, just changes when I had my daughter, after I had my daughter, how old was I when I had Madison? I was 20, got pregnant in 19, had her at 20. And I literally went to Walmart the same day I was released from the hospital. I walked in Walmart, went grocery shopping. And so it really didn't affect my body because I was young. I snapped back real fast. I had my son. With my son, I gained, I want to say it was about a good 15 to 20 pounds after I had my son. And that's when I really started taking my fitness journey real serious now. As you can see, I ride the Peloton. I'm a Peloton avid. I cycle even outside in the summertime when I'm not on my Peloton inside. I cycle outside. I do go to the gym. So I try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Was that the question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay.
How old were you when you had your son?
So I was 28 when I had 29. So I got pregnant at 28, had him at 29. Hard. It was way harder than when I had my daughter. For one, I was at 28, still young, but it was older for me because my kids are almost 10 years apart. Right. And it was so hard. And not only just having my son at the time, I was also in an abusive marriage. And it was just really hard. So going through the body changes, the mental changes, and being mentally and physically abused was really hard.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely.
How did you get through that time being in an abusive relationship and being, having a newborn?
So it was, first of all, I married quick. And it was I was wooed, and I take accountability for my actions too. And actually, just to be candid, this is the first time I'm talking about it out loud besides with therapy personally. But this is the very first time that I'm putting it out there. So I got married. It was quick. We didn't even know each other for 6 months, and I ended up getting married. And something happened, and we weren't married long. And then I ended up getting pregnant. And then after I got pregnant, he changed, like totally different person. I didn't even know this. I didn't know him before I got married, but then I really didn't know him because he became abusive. And I was like, wait, who? Oh, this what you do? Like, this is who you are. And when you're in it, a lot of people say, oh, I would have did this. I would have did that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You don't know what you would do until you're actually in that situation. I almost died. I literally, like, I could have been killed. And we don't have to go too deep into that, but it was very, very, very abusive. And then I got pregnant, and having the trauma of already being a single mom when it came to my daughter, because I raised her by myself. I did everything, like I was her sole caretaker. It was hard. So I did not want to do it again twice. And, the stigma behind just having a woman and that's why I waited so long. My kids are age gapped. Like 10 years is a long time. So I waited so long, and I thought I was doing it right. When I got married, I thought everything was just okay. And then boom, I was like, oh, I did it wrong again. Like, what did I do? Like, how did I waited all this time, and then just to put myself in the same situation. So I stayed because I did not want to be, and I didn't stay long, but I stayed because I did not want to be a single parent of two, because I knew how hard it was going to be of one. But then it got so bad to where I was just like, I could die and my kids not have anybody. So I have to make a move. Like, I need to get out of this. Like, this is, and then I literally woke up and I was like, my mama didn't raise me like this. Like, I didn't see this growing up. I was never exposed to this. So what the hell is this? And then, being in a city, because I was in Chicago, being in a city where I have no family, I have no support. And that cripples you too. So I just thank God for my career. My career, and my daughter is what saved me. Madison saved my life. So me being able to take care of myself and take care of my children, being able to buy my home without any support or any help, and getting a new car without any support or any help, and being able to continue to maintain a lifestyle that I like, that I want, when any support or any help was very, very important to me. And that's what I did. I literally woke up and I was like, this man could kill me at any given moment. Like, you choke me and I might not wake up next time. So, and that was very, very, that was like a wake up call for me. And I don't know if you know, but the statistics of domestic violence, I think is 1 in every 4 women don't make it out. And every time, it was giving me chills even talking about it. Anytime women decide to stay, they stay because financial reasons. And when a woman decides to leave, that's when she dies. That's when, like, she can threaten to go, but when she actually leaves, that's when 9 times out of 10, that's when she loses her life. A lot of people are, in my situation, I was so embarrassed and so ashamed, because I was just like, how could this happen to me? Like, what did I do to deserve this? I started questioning me. I started doubting my ability. I started this is where self-worth comes into play. And I thank my mom for this part, because I started thinking back on my mom. My mom will always tell, girl, you better put your big girl panties on and boss up. And I was just like, okay, I have these 2 kids. I made the decision. It's time to boss up. And that's exactly what I did. I left, and my grandma, who I told you passed away, she was a huge support for me. She was the person that was there for me. I was like, grandma, I got to work. I got to pick up these shifts because I got to furnish my house, and I got to get new appliances, and I got to do this, I got to do that. I got to still pay for daycare. I got to do all of this. My grandma was there to help me in that moment. And again, I'm nowhere near family. I'm still in this area with no family, because all of my family is in Detroit or in Arizona. But that's what pushed me through. Is I was just like, I can die and my kids not have their mom. And I'm a firm believer in ain't nobody gonna take care of my kids the way I do. I don't care who you are. Ain't nobody gonna love my kids. Ain't nobody gonna dress my kids. Ain't nobody gonna teach my kids the way that I do. Nobody's gonna raise my children. And I can't even say I'm all they have, because they have like my mom and they have my grandparents and all that good stuff. But really, at the end of the day, I'm all they have. So I was just like, I got to get out. I got to go. This ain't happening. Never again. Either I'm going to kill you or you want me. So let me just go, because I don't want to go to jail. And it had got so bad on my mental to where I literally thought of ways to hurt this person. I was just like, and then I was like, this is not me. Like, I'm a nurse. Like this, I nurture and I love and I care for people for a living. I'm not doing that. So let me just go. And that's exactly what I did.
Definitely commend you for going, because like you said, there's so many women out here that still are dealing with this situation, and they decide to stay. They find all kinds of ways to stay. And like you said, so many people say, well, if I was in the situation,
you can say
woulda,
shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yep. You could say, I hear all the time, well, if I do decide to share my story, or whatever, they were like, oh, well, I would have did this and I would have did that. Oh, you don't know what, especially when you have someone that's bigger than you, stronger than you, and have so much over you, you don't know what you would do. I think that, and as a women, we can't beat no man. I don't care what you say. A woman can't beat a man, especially not no 300-pound, 6-foot man. Like, you can't whoop no man. I don't care. You can go to all the self-defense class. You can get them up off of you, but you can't beat no man. And that's just how I look at it.
What advice would you give women that are in this situation now, or even the advice that you give to those women that have made the choice to leave and are feeling kind of low or defeated right now?
The advice that I would give, because looking back in hindsight, because when you in it, you can't see, like your judgment is so clouded while you're in it. But I would say that there's always an out. There are resources. I think that I think that the resources could be a little better, and that's something that I'm working on. I think the resources could be better, especially in the area that we live in. And also, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Everybody is not worthy to know your story. Everybody is not worthy to be in your business. I had 2 confidants in the midst of it. And those people are still very pivotal in my life right now. And I thank them for it. And they helped as much as they could, but also as much as I allowed them to. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And what crippled me in that situation was the fact that I was ashamed, because I'm like, how could this happen to me? Like, what did I do? Like, I've never been that girl. What did I do to deserve this? I was literally asking myself, like, what did I do? Like, how did I choose wrong again? And it's not your fault, because it's not a character flaw within you. It's a character flaw within them. It's how they were raised. It's what their parents lacked in giving them. It's their upbringing. It has nothing to do with you. And people get wooed and swayed and conned every day. They get wooed, conned, and swayed every day, and it's not your fault. My suggestion and advice is to do not be ashamed to ask for help, because you never know. Somebody can probably relate to your story, and somebody can probably give you some resources. Now, I'm not saying go around telling everybody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that in my personal situation, shame, guilt, and embarrassment crippled me. it crippled me. And once I started like telling people, I realized that could have been an ally. Like that person could have helped me. Like if I had been more open with my mom, especially if I had been open with my mom, and even my brother came to my defense at one point. It was real bad. And my brother was like, wait, my brother found out, and all chaos broke loose. And again, I was afraid, I was ashamed. But then when that situation happened with my brother, I was like, I do have people. Like, I'm not just here by myself in this town. Like, I have a support system. What am I doing? And that put the battery in my back to say, China, like, come on now. Like, get up off your hands and knees, boss up, put your big girl panties on, and you're going to be okay. So my advice is don't let shame, embarrassment, and guilt hinder you. Do not let it cripple you, because it crippled me. And I think that I know that I would not have stayed as long as I did if I wasn't afraid of the judgment, of the embarrassment, and of the shame.
Sometimes I wonder why we do that, right? Like, why are we thinking that if we're in certain situations that we can't reach out and tell other people or get help? I think it's, we're women and we're so strong, and especially single mothers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think that it's the stigma behind all of it.
Right.
It's the stigma behind all of it. So when you look at, we want to be viewed as strong. See, when people, they want the glory, but they don't understand the story, because when they when they start to hear the story and listen to the story, they start judging. And I think that that's the point that cripples. But at the end of the day, nobody goes through this life unscathed. I don't care who it is. Nobody is going through this life unscathed. So sometimes speaking out and speaking up can save your life.
Speak that. That's so true. That is so true. And the journey is sometimes just the journey you have to, go through to be stronger. If you got a t-shirt made now, the woman that you are today, what would that t-shirt say?
I actually, I wrote it down here, because when I read it when I read that question before this interview, I said, you know what, let me think about that. I'm gonna really think about that. So if I had a t-shirt made, and it may sound a little corny, but it's what I'm living right now in my life. No more dimming, light the world up and stay lit. That's what I will put on my shirt. No more dimming, light the world up and stay lit.
I love it. Oh, I need that t-shirt.
Yes, light the world up and stay lit, because even like before my content journey, I was always like ducking and dodging, like I was like, oh, I don't want to be seen. Oh, I don't want the spotlight. Oh, because again, being afraid of judgment. And then I'm like, I can encourage somebody. I can motivate somebody. And you never know who can relate to you. Like just this interview alone, you never know. Somebody is probably going through it, and they see it and be like, oh, she did it. And then they look at the glory of now, like the life that I'm living because I built this life. And they're like, oh, well, she did all that. Like, oh, there is light at the end of the tunnel. So yes, light the world up and stay lit. No more dimming. No more dimming at all.
I love it. I love it. And you definitely have been staying lit. That is one reason I was like, let me reach out to her, because I'm loving it all. Let's talk a little bit about how you stay lit.
Absolutely. So I am an advocate for health, not only because I'm a nurse, but when I work out, it makes me feel good. With all the trauma just sharing a little bit of what I've been through, working out makes me feel good. And when you feel good, you could perform better. And not only do I work out to look good, but I literally work out to feel good. So it's literally a dopamine exercise for me, like working out every morning. it gives me the start of my day. I'm able to tackle a 12-hour shift. I'm able to tackle being a mom of a teenager. I'm able to tackle having a kindergarten. I'm able to tackle my relationship. I'm able to tackle anything, family issues. And then it gives me mental clarity. So that's one way I stay lit. And another way I stay lit is not being so hard on myself. Like I used to be, like we are our own worst critics, but every day, if I give my daughter grace, if I can give my spouse grace, I can give my mother grace, I can give myself grace. So just forgiving myself for what I didn't know, forgiving myself because not only in that abusive relationship did I go through it, but my daughter went through it too. Like she's seen it, So, and that's a lot of guilt. I even live with that guilt, like right now, like today, like I'm just like, oh, like, how did I not know? Like, how did I have all these questions? Like, what was I thinking? Like, and like, I question myself, but I'm also learning to forgive myself and give myself grace. Like staying lit requires grace. It requires consistency. It requires a little motivation. Like I have people that I look at that motivate me in the same aspect in which I hope to motivate other people. So yeah, that's how I stay lit. And I live, as I told you, I had 3 major deaths last year in 2025. And I was just like, and they weren't like that old. Like my father was only 52. My grandma was 65. She would have been 66. My grandfather just hit his 70th birthday. So, and I was just like, life is too short. Life is too short to live unhappy. Life is too short to live in the shadows. Life is too short to be, well, I'm not going to do that because I'm afraid of what so-and-so may think or what so-and-so may say. Who cares? Because think about this. If you have 15 positive comments, 15 positive affirmations, and one person come in and share one thing that's negative, which outweigh? You have more weight on the positive than you do the negative. So that's how I look at it. That's how I stay lit. Like that's exactly how I go about my everyday life. Now, don't get me wrong, I have like my moves, and that's perfectly fine as a woman. But at the same time, I'm just giving myself grace. That's it. Giving myself grace, the same grace that I give other people.
I love it. And that's so powerful. You said something earlier, you kind of seeped it in that you did mental health. Did you get counseling during some of this or after this?
So I seeked counsel during the whole entire thing, but I feel like my mind was so cloudy I couldn't. And then I don't think I had the right therapist either. I think my therapist, she was just like, and I was like, lady, pick your mouth up, help me. Like, I need help right now. And so that kind of steered me away. But now I've been in therapy for 2 years now. And it's the best thing ever. It is the best decision I've decided to do for myself. So not only am I in therapy, my daughter's in therapy. I go to couples therapy. Therapy has literally changed my life. It taught me coping mechanisms. It taught me that like I'm not the only one. Like I could be seen, I could be heard, and I could be relatable. Like some people can relate. And therapy just showed me that this is just the course of life. Like this is literally not saying that abuse is the circle of life, but again, going back to that quote, nobody goes through this life unscathed.
Right.
Nobody. So it's life. It happens.
You whispered something. You said couples therapy.
Yes.
Does that mean you're booed up?
Yes, I am booed up. Absolutely. Absolutely. He is the best man to me walking this earth. Literally the best man I've ever known, best man I've ever met. God broke the mold when he made mine. Definitely. Yes.
I love that. I love that. Because like you said, being in relationships, sometimes you don't know. And I think some people do beat themselves up because, like, why didn't I see some signs, or why did, how did this happen again?
Mhm.
But it's always good to hear that victory later, because I've been seeing some posts of just love,
Mhm.
travel, and flowers, and love.
Mhm.
And the fact that you said couples therapy is amazing.
Mhm. Yes, yes, and some Black men are against therapy. They're like, oh, I don't want to sit and talk to, but he's not like that. And not only that, but just piggybacking off of my previous relationship to now. Um, some people allow situations like that to break them and change them, and where they are afraid. So on top of like me having my venture or of no longer dimming my light and staying lit, I refuse to allow that situation to cripple me. Like I felt like I was crippled enough to where I was crippled enough with guilt. I was crippled enough with shame. I was crippled enough with embarrassment. I refused to allow that situation to cripple me. And I was just like, no, like I'm not gonna run and continue to hide in the shadows and just wait until my good years pass me by. Not happening. I'm not that girl. It's not going to be me. I'm sorry. And that's what they want sometimes. I can't speak for him or anybody else, but sometimes they do that to bring you down. They do that to break your confidence and break your self-esteem, because they don't have that confidence and they self-esteem. And I remember going through it, and I was just like, this is not the woman I am. Like, what am I doing? Like, this is not who I was raised to be. This is not the women that I saw growing up. So what's happening? So, and throughout that whole ordeal, I never, ever, ever allow it to change me or break me. Even through the embarrassment, even through the shame, even through the guilt and all that, I never once allowed it to break me. And I think that that's why love happened again, because I was just like, no, like I'm not going to run away from men just because I bit into one bad apple and it was sour. That don't mean these other 50 apples are sour too. So, and I was like, I refuse. Just throw that apple away. Matter of fact, I don't even need another apple. Let me get an orange. Let me get a different type of fruit. Maybe this fruit is a little sweeter, and it was.
I could tell it was definitely sweeter. And you've been doing some
Yes.
amazing things, posts. I love the food ideas, some of the stuff. I'm like, oh, I need to try that.
Yes. Yes.
Is other people saying the same thing? Like, are they enjoying the things that you're putting out there?
So surprisingly, yes. Like I think that at first, I was posting just to have fun with it, and I'm still posting to have fun with it. But now I'm posting more so with intent, because I am building my brand. This is the ChinaJoi brand. I am just like creating this because it is my digital footprint. So I'm creating this social media presence, and it's not hard because I'm literally just filming my everyday life. Like I've been doing this for the last years. Like I've been out of that situation for, it'll be what, my son is about to be 6. It'll be 5 years that I've been out of that situation. So nothing that I'm doing is new. Like this is literally like the working out, the cooking. All I'm doing is just vlogging it now. And people are really shocked. Well, not like my friends. They just, because they've been told me like, oh, you need to film this. You need to do this. Because I've been on trips and I've been this. It's just now I'm at a space where I'm open to sharing it. Because like I said, I used to run away from the spotlight. I'm like, oh, I don't want anybody to see. And then I was just like, what am I hiding for? So yes, people are taking to it. I love TikTok more than Instagram. Me and TikTok go together real bad. I love TikTok. Now Instagram is a little different. Now they love my food videos on Instagram, but they're like, blah. TikTok love everything. I love TikTok. Like, if you want to find me, come find me on TikTok.
Well, that's a segue to that. So we definitely can follow you on TikTok, Instagram. Are those the only two social medias you're on?
So I just literally created a Facebook. I want to say, what's today? Today is Wednesday. I created Facebook on Monday.
Oh,
after being on Facebook my daughter will be 15. I've been on Facebook for 15 years.
Oh,
and I just created another Facebook on Monday. Now I have not posted anything. I have not did anything with my Facebook yet. I literally just created it because I was encouraged to do so by a social media manager. And she was like, girl, you have all these great videos and you're not on Facebook. And I was like, no, like, listen, I got a whole nother trauma story about Facebook. Oh, PTSD. Like, that's why I got off it 15 years ago. But yeah, so I just created Facebook. It's up, but it ain't running.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to tag that one as well, but we definitely going to tag TikTok and Instagram on ChinaJoi. I love that.
Yeah,
I love
thank
that.
You. Thank you.
And you are a joy. I love everything that, like I said, you're putting out. I feel like I'm on trips with you. And a tea party on the was it a bus or something?
It was a tea party bus. Yes.
Yeah, yes. I love that. I was like, oh, I'm going to Chicago just to get on. Yes. So everything that you're doing, is there anything else you would like to share with the Wrinkles family?
I think for just women, period, is for one, do not give up on love and do not give up on just like your dreams, because I feel like at this point in my life, I've gone through so much, even as teen pregnancy, with being a single mom and living in this terrible apartment to where I'm working 60 hours a week just to pay the bills, to be able to keep a roof over my daughter's head. And then I remember, and I think at the time I was working at a gas station, making $7.25 an hour. I was working at a gas station. I was just like, life has got to be better. But I was young, it takes, you have to crawl before you walk. So working at a gas station, making $7.25 an hour. And then I was like, I have to work a whole week to buy a box of diapers. Like, something has to change. Like, what is happening? And so I ended up getting a job at the hospital. I was a housekeeper at the hospital. And then I was looking around. I'm like, oh, it's nurses in here. All these CNAs is helping the nurses. I want to be a CNA. And I thought it stopped there. And then as I became a CNA, I was like, oh, I want to be a nurse. So let me go to school to be a nurse. So it's literally being exposed to different things. It's the exposure and just constantly wanting more. The world is so big. Do not allow one or two or three inconveniences to cripple you. Do not allow shame to cripple you. Do not allow judgment to cripple you. Just no handicaps. Like, literally, we are no longer dimming our lights. We are lighting them up and stand. I was about to say something else, but we light them up and we stand lit. Okay. We are lighting them up and stand lit. We are no longer allowing any of those factors to limit us at all, especially not in 2026.
Yes. Light up, stand up. Let's go, sis.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to the Wrinkles family today.
Yes, thank you for having me. This is such a joy. Thank you.
This is a joy for sure. So, bye, Wrinkles.